Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing this green look in honor of the upcoming St. Patrick's Day, and we're going to be using the James Charles palette along with the new NARS Cheek Blush palette. If you're new to my channel, my name is Maria Luisa, and yeah, if you want to see how I got this done, keep on watching. Alright everybody, let's get started. So first I'm going to start with our primer. And the primer I'm using today is from The Ordinary, and I talked a little bit about this in my first video. It is an amazing high adherence silicone primer, and I used it last night and I absolutely love it. So what I'm going to do is first put it all over my face. Really getting in there into the pores. I really made my face look so healthy last night and glowy, and I really liked it. So, and I'm gonna link it down below, but this brand is so affordable and it has amazing skincare as well. I'm using the Too Faced primer as well, but this one I like to fill in my pores, so I'm just gonna press it in right here and in the fine lines of my forehead right there. So get that nice and pressed in. I love this primer as well, so I'm using, like I said, I use those two. Then I'm going to use our first a little bit of color correcting, because we have a little bit of, you know, redness and spots, which happens over time with age, and right now I'm working on a good skincare routine to get rid of all these discolorations and aging and stuff. But in the meantime, we must color correct it. So I'm using the NYX orange. It's kind of like an orange color correcting dark circle concealer. So I like it to put in like places that look a little more purplish. Scars from any hormonal acne, which we get as we get older as well. A little bit of green concealer, and that one is to neutralize the red you see around my nose. So I'm going to take a little flat brush and kind of take a couple pumps of our, I'm going to use the Becca 24-hour foundation. This is the Ultimate Coverage 24-hour foundation in the color, this one is Driftwood. So for my skin tone, it's Driftwood, and I'm going to take a little beauty blender that I've already pre-moistened and start patting that in to get that product all over my face. And I really love this foundation. It does last 24 hours. I'm not going to go too much under the eyes, because again, if you use too much product, especially like for more mature skin, then you're going to end up with, don't forget, under your chin, you're going to end your ears. You're going to end up with a lot of product under your eye, which will then make your fine lines a lot more visible and pronounced. So you don't want to take it all the way up underneath your eye, because then I'm going to put on some concealer. Love this foundation because it's not too matte. Again, for women in their 40s, you don't want to have a lot of matte. It will bring out more of the fine lines in your face. You want something, foundation that's good coverage and actually more, it has more moisture to it. And then I'm going to put, this is the Jouer concealer, and this one that I am in, well, I'm going to link that down below because I think I lost the label on it, but I'll link it down below, which is My Tone. I'm going to put that there and here, down the bridge of my nose, a little bit here, a little bit in my inside of my smile lines, because remember, we want to bring out, we want to highlight what we want to bring out and contour what we want to hide. So there we go. And then I'll take that same little sponge and get that all blended in really nicely. Whoop, I just lost an earring. We'll get it back on. And this is to brighten the center of your face. That's why we want to use a shade that's 2 or 3, 2 shades lighter than your foundation to give your face, and you can really go in there to give your, make sure you go, you're getting all the way in the corner of your eye, because otherwise, if you don't, using my little mirror to make sure I'm really cover everything. This concealer is absolutely amazing. Makes your skin look flawless. So there we go. And then I'm going to use the, I like to right away under my eyes at least make sure I'm using the Becca setting powder for under eye, little white one. So it's a setting powder from under eyes, and you're just going to press. You don't need a lot, but make sure you're tapping off the excess, because the more powder you use, again, you're going to accentuate any fine lines you have under your eyes. And you want to set right away before you start increasing. This brush is Morphe M438. And kind of bring that up as well. You can see how beautiful that. Also, you can use it here if you really don't want to. You know, if you really want a more precise application. Well, this one I do like to use this brush better to get under my chin. And there we go. Make sure we carve out that chin so we don't see any second chin. So as you can see, I'm all fully contoured, and then I'll take a smaller brush for my nose, so I can use like this, one. This is from BS Small. This is kind of one of those cheaper brushes from Amazon, but it does the trick. It's a synthetic brush. You can contour your nose with that. I like to do just a little bit. I don't need, I actually really like the shape of my nose, but I like to kind of darken it a little bit, kind of add more dimension. See how it's thinner? If you really want to have that button nose, you can go up here and, you know, and kind of bring your nose up. It kind of makes your nose look a little more like a button nose. But make sure you bring it up to your, almost all to your eyebrows, so that it doesn't look like so you really can't tell that it's contouring. You know, we'll always kind of go like that. And then we're going to set our whole face with some powder. And I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury setting powder for setting. I use the Glow, because I really, right now during the winter with all the dryness, I really want to have that glow. And I'm going to use this big brush from Morphe. It's the E41 brush, and kind of bring that all over my face to set my foundation, bring some glow. I just make sure you, I thought I tapped it out, but I just got rained on by powder. Alrighty then. There we go. And should we grab, there we go. And that is set and glowy. Now we gotta put some more dimension and color to your face. I recently just got in, there goes my earring. The NARS, you can see this NARS, the new Cheek palette. And this is kind of what it looks like. And it's so gorgeous. It has all these like different blush colors, and then this one's kind of more like a bronzy to bronze your face, and then this is a highlighter. And I will insert swatches. As you can see, the packaging is so pretty. It's kind of like a seashell type pink. I really like the packaging for the NARS, and I'm excited to try it out. It is a palette of 6 universally flattering shades encapsulated in a breakthrough NARS formula that delivers the purest pigments for unrivaled color. That you can mist your brush and have a watercolor effect, which is kind of cool. And so it's got, like I said, the 6 shades. All right, so to check it out, I'm gonna take this Morphe brush. It's the M530. I'm gonna use it to bronze. See, it says to first swirl it, because it seems like it's really hard at first. It's got like a film, but it's got a good pigmentation. Let me try a different brush. Usually I have this rounded brush for contouring, so I'm going to try that and see if that works. I mean, for bronzing. Ooh, smells pretty. So it is kind of a hard formula at first to get it going. So make sure you really kind of take off the top film. It's not, maybe it's because you can use water with it, that it's more of a harder formula to get started, but it seems pretty. I like it. And it smells really, really good. It smells really nice. So, yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. It's really pretty. And then with the Charlotte Tilbury setting powder, it really helps my face glow. I really like this, the finish. So then I'm going to use, well, I use normally this big one, but I'm going to try using a smaller, denser brush since the formula is a little bit tougher for the bottom color to put some blush. So I'm going to do these two. I'm gonna kind of mix these two and see what we get. Kind of get those swirled in there. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like you really have to, otherwise it's almost like it has like a plastic film on it if you don't get it started. So let's try. So I think that would kind of turn people off. Like it's thinking that it's not pigmented enough. Oh, it's got, there we go. It's got a good tone, but it might, this formula might be better used as a watercolor. I'll have to play with it and let you guys know. But so far I really like this pink mixing both in. Yeah, I like that a lot. So I'll definitely keep using that. So that is for the base. And then we're going to set our face with some setting powder, our Fix Plus from MAC. Whew. This time I am prepared. Ha! Do like the Sister James Charles from YouTube. Much better. I like it. Good idea, James. All right, and then I'm going to put on some highlighter. And the highlighter I'm going to use from this same NARS palette. I think it's called Tell It All. So it's this one, and it's kind of, yeah, it's got a pigment to it. So let's see what happens. Yeah, it's a subtle glow, but it's there. I like it. I like it a lot. And I'll put a little bit on the tip of my nose, down the bridge. Oh yeah, it's there. Like I said, you have to work at it to get the formula started. But it's super pretty. Definitely gonna do that above the brow and highlight that area. The Cupid's bow and pretend. Yeah, and it's always good to set your foundation and all the powders first before putting on your highlighter. That way the highlighter really pops. And you have that. So now on to eyes. For my eyes, I'm definitely bringing, again, as I'm working with one earring, bringing the James Charles palette, of course, because we're going to do a green look. Can you say St. Patrick's Day weekend? So if you have any plans, let me know what you all, if you celebrate St. Patrick's Day, or what you all do. So first, to start off with the James Charles palette, they are pressed pigments, so you definitely have to use an eye primer. And I'm using the Pia Louise primer. And this primer I really love it. It's been recommended by a lot of other YouTubers, so I decided to try it. And I really like it. And so you're not going to set your primer when you use pressed pigments. Now, pressed pigments are pigments, they're not the same formula as eyeshadows. Eyeshadows are basically the colors with different fillers and things like that, formulas, whereas pressed pigments are just a really strong color. That's why some people have experienced, I guess it depends on your skin, experienced some staining because the pigments are so much brighter and vibrant. So that's why he does that, because he's so creative. James Charles is so creative, and he designed the palette for artists to kind of get creative with their looks. I think the press pigment was the right way to go. I love the palette. It has a whole range of colors. So I'm using a MAC brush, and I apologize because this is the MAC brush. I think it's like the 240. It's a really flat brush. It's one of my favorite brushes to carve out my eyebrows and apply concealers, things like that. I love this brush, and I have to go get like 20 more from MAC Cosmetics soon, because I feel like if I lose this one, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna lose my mind. So let's start off with our green look. So again, we're not gonna set our eyeshadow because these are, as I mentioned, pressed pigments. And I'm gonna take this, what's this color? This deep green. It'd be nice though. I really would like it if you put, James, if you're listening, if you're ever watching, can you please put the names on on the palette? So I'm gonna take this deep green, and I'm gonna start right there in the corner and start pressing the pigment. And it's gonna be super crazy looking at first, but bear with me and you'll see how it all turns out. So I'm putting it just in the crease. All I want to do right now is press the color. We're not doing any blending. All I'm doing is just pressing the color in, making sure that it's packed in there like that, and going all the way in and bringing that right there. I'm not going all the way into the like tear duct. I'm just going almost there. And bringing this pigment right deeply in there. Deeply. I don't know what that means. That sounds kind of creepy. Sorry. In the crease. So I'm going to do the same with this side. Now that I've got the color where I want it, I'm going to take a fluffy brush, and this is, okay, the first brush I was using is the Morphe R41, and then I'm going to go in with the, why doesn't this have a number? Alright, let's try this one. Again, these are MAC brushes, and I've had them for so long that the numbers are gone. So this is the MAC brush, and it's a fluffy white brush. And then I'm going to take the lime green, and I'm going to start working that in little circles around here on the edge. And just start blend. Now I'm going to start doing the blending. Take that and just really. Okay, I'm going to need my mirror. Sorry, guys, because I want to make sure that we get the proper coloring that I want. Start blending it out. Blend out the edges. Just like that. Make sure that you get a seamless blend between one color and another. Kind of do little circular motions, just lightly. You don't have to press hard on the brush. Okay, so now that we have that blended out like that, then we can go in with another brush. I'm going to go in with another brush, and it's the same fluffy, but I'm going to take a different one and grab the yellow. There's the, like this canary type, this canary yellow. And that one will go all the way, pretty much almost from that green, transition it to the top, kind of like a halo. We're going from green, from money to gold, from money to the gold. Let's go for gold. Kind of like a St. Patrick's Day rainbow. Yep, the St. Patrick's Day rainbow. There we go. smoothing that out. I love the way this is turning out. I was a little nervous of using a green color, but to be honest, I'm really liking this. I didn't know if it would go with, wasn't sure how it would look with my skin tone, but what do you guys think? I think it looks beautiful. I love it. All right, so now I was going to do another color from the James Charles palette for the center, but instead I have these Too Faced, and it's got a gold color that I really would have been looking, and it's from the, this is a Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette, and it is this color right there. So we're gonna do this color, and it's called Chocolate Gold, and all I'm gonna do is take my finger, go in the center, give it that gold look. How about that? Kind of. You could also, if you wanted to, apply some concealer, but I think just using my finger like that is going to work just fine. I mean, it really does pop, because this Too Faced gold color is pretty amazing. There we go. You kind of get that halo effect right in the center of your eye. Who says women in her 40s can't wear color? What do you guys think? Now this one, my eye is a little bit more hooded than this eye, but I still can see a good deal of color. And bring it up a little bit higher, and then you can take your blending brush that you were using and kind of meld that in. So you can even use like a different green. There's this green called Money Bags, and a smaller little brush. And this brush is the MAC, but I can see it, 221. And kind of get this green and kind of go here. It's all about, there's no right or wrong way. No right or wrong way to do it, as long as you love it. And I'm loving this combo. So this green Money Bags adds a combo. Isn't this palette just perfect for St. Patrick's Day? Adds the bright kind of shimmer around the gold. And if you feel like it's worn out a little bit, just pack it back on. And if I were going out, I might even use some glue, glitter glue for your eyes, and then put the gold on so that it really stays on there all night. So there we go. Then I'm going to use the Stila felt tip liner, line my eyes. So there we go. And that is the top. So now let's work on getting the bottom smoked out. So we're going to take the same colors that we used in the top, pretty much. And the small blending brush is the M213. And I'm going to use that green and the bottom of my eye, bottom lids. Alright. And go under. Like that. And then I'm going to take this little, no, not this one, the one I was using, the green, and go in with the lighter green, like the lime green, and then really get that smoked out and connect it with the side. Connect it. Makes your eye, you always want to connect it because otherwise your eye is not going to look like that almond shape. And then take the yellow, the one that we were using the yellow with, and that's, or instead, you know, I think I might use the gold. Kind of give it a little shimmer. So I'm going to take this little pencil brush, and again this one's from BS Mall, and kind of give it a gold finish. But I'm going to do just the center, kind of like the top. There we go. And finally, I'm going to take this one called Rich Girl in the palette. I think if I like it. Yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Beautiful. For your the tear duct area. Really highlight that. It goes beautifully with the green. And this is an older palette, but it's so pretty. Oh, I know we always, at least I do, I love to play with the latest and greatest makeup, but there's some oldies that are favorites. Now we're going to put on some lashes, which will really finalize this look. And I'm using glue. This one is from a company that is a direct sales company. It's called Red Aspen. And they have, their glue is pretty much really like cement. And I'm using the Jolie cruelty-free lashes. And this is the style. What is this style? It doesn't say what style this is. I will find the style. Oh no, style is Ariel. This is the style Ariel, which I really like because they are sparse. So if you have like a interesting eye look like I'm doing right now, I've already worn these before. Interesting eye look, they will not cover all that up. So I'm going to put the glue on. And then put these lashes on off camera, and I'll be back. And we're back with some beautiful lashes, which really complete the look. And don't forget that once you have your lashes on, sometimes you need to finish the lash line. Make sure that it is, because when I put the color in the inner corner of my eye, I disappeared. So you want to complete so it looks like it's all one band. And as well, take a black liner. And I'm using a liner. It's called iSense from Senegence, which is another awesome direct sales company. You only can purchase these through distributors, and kind of go and line your upper lid, the waterline of your upper lid, so that there's no, so you have just deep look. I'm not going to do the bottom to keep my eye open. In fact, to give myself a more like doll-like look, I'm going to use the pencil from Benefit. It's a brow pencil from Benefit Cosmetics, and this brow pencil is called Highbrow, but I can also use it in my waterline and really I want to try other colors, but other brands, but I really like this pencil, and it's kind of lasting me forever. And that really opens up your eye, gives you that doll face, especially if you're going with your heavy lashes and you have a hooded eye like I do. So, and there we go. that completes the eyes. And now we're just going to finish up with our lips. So then I'm going to use the liner from NYX Cosmetics, and this liner is called Sleepia. I'm going to have to put that in the description box. I have no idea. So then I'm going to line my lips. And apply some lip liner. I love this nude lip liner because it goes with all the colors. And then I'm going to take the Dose of Colors, and this is the color Peachy, and it's a matte liquid color, and it's also from the I Love Sarai collection. And there you go. It's a beautiful peachy color, which I think goes beautiful with the tones of greens of my eye. And then I'm going to use the Brillo on my lips, because I do want a little bit of a little shine. I don't want them to be completely matte, like that. And that completes the look. So all that is needed is some setting spray. Love my Morphe setting spray. Take that. So I don't have that much class as Sister James does. Try that out. And we're done. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments if you are in your 40s and above, if you would wear this color, and what other looks you would like to see. Don't forget to subscribe, ring that notification bell so that you get notified every time I post a video. And thanks for watching. Bye!